In this video series, you will see 7 very courageous and ambitious women in various academic positions, PhD, postdoc, and PI level. I'm extremely grateful that they agreed to participate in this video campaign and were willing to share their experience with us. We were quite surprised to really find several common themes shared by all. First of all, I was so impressed by the passion for science all interviewed women demonstrated. You see their eyes light up when they talk about the research projects and discoveries. It is so rewarding to hear them talk about their successes and see their resilience and perseverance when dealing with their failures. Further, all of them shared the conviction of the critical role mentors, be they parents, teachers, or at a later stage professors, played in their life and the positive impact they had in shaping career trajectories. This underlines clearly the fact how important it is to generate interest in STEM subjects in a young age, as well as supporting and encouraging the love of science on their further path. With that in mind, it is so sad to imagine the opposite that happened to so many more young talents who did not have this privilege, and we therefore lost on the way. Another theme that impacted all interviewed women were challenges like work-life balance and organizational difficulties with increasing family responsibilities. Having a work-life balance is already very difficult with conducting research, the continued pressure of publications, participation at conferences, and engaging in networking, and last but not least, writing research proposals for funding. This pressure multiplies when kids or other family pressures are thrown into the scale. So the numbers and facts tell us a different story. It was a big surprise that most of the interviewees did not or hardly perceived a gender gap or the existence of a glass ceiling. We came to the conclusion that the higher the women climbed up the academic ladder, the more such obstacles were perceived. This was really verified by one of the successful senior PIs we interviewed, who confirmed that she very much experienced discrimination and the existence of a glass ceiling along her career.
Where success, dominance, and competitiveness is highly relevant, no one would position oneself as having harder to fight than others, because this would damage your image. And we have to bear in mind, those women in this field of academia who have success either had some privileges they share with their male colleagues, or they have fought even harder their way through.
We need to continue to make the numbers check and let the numbers speak for themselves. Whenever women are underrepresented, we need to point this out. After all, research has proven that diverse teams are more productive, creative, and successful than homogeneous ones. We further need to look for equal presentation of women at all hierarchical levels, in institutions, at conferences, and panels. For that, we also need to look at biases in our recruitment and interview processes and install measures that counteract them. And we need to have at institutional and governmental levels funding and rewarding schemes in place that evaluate women in science fairly and without bias. With such measures, I hope we will be able to reach a critical mass of female representation that is necessary to really transform the current systems in place. We need to start on all levels. With the youngsters, we need to eliminate biases in school so that we can instigate the natural interest in science. As we learn mostly by example, we need to provide as many female role models as possible and make our role models aware of their importance in encouraging young females to go in for science and academia. We need to check our whole hiring and evaluation processes to make them more transparent and clear them from biases. Needless to say that we should pay equal salary for the same work, and we could introduce such evaluation criteria as net academic age so that women who have lost time due to family planning still have a good chance of being considered for funding and promotions. By the same token, we should start to compare research findings and publications by quality and not quantity. It will be further great to offer enhanced family support systems and funding for scientists so that they can continue their research during maternity leave or with a reduced workload. There are already such schemes in a limited number available, but we need so much more of those. We need daycare centers with more flexible opening hours, and it will be great to offer part-time positions on all levels. Times and society, they are changing, and nowadays many young men want to work reduced hours, especially when they become fathers. We need to support those men in their desire to share the responsibilities with their partners and offer them possibilities to spend more time with their kids or take care of their elderly parents, as is already happening in some European countries. On the other hand, we need to encourage women to advocate for their needs more assertively and teach them to stand in for their own needs and career plans. We cannot fix the system on our own. Men and women have to work together to do this. I sincerely hope that by the examples of those outstanding and courageous women we have shown in this video series, how attractive the STEM field and careers in science can be, and that they, by the very example, can act as role models for the next generations to come. Further, I hope that this series of videos is only the beginning of a campaign that will continue to grow and feature many more role models for female and male scientists.